Thank you all so much for showing up this morning. I know you're probably busy and doing some other things, but you chose to be here for this amount of time, and I definitely appreciate that. But I do want to go ahead and start on time because I know, number one, it's Friday, and I know that you probably have some other things that are going on this morning and into the afternoon. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And first and foremost, I just do want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. And for those who don't know me, I am Lawana Harris, and I am a corporate trainer and developmental instructor for a company here. However, I do webinars and different trainings outside of that as well. I train in the areas of leadership development, employee development. I do facilitation, team building, effective communication, all of those different areas for your personal and your professional development. And so if that's something that you are interested in, definitely get in contact with me for your team, for your church, your organization, nonprofit, anything like that. I'm definitely open to offering that service to you guys. So add a little bit of housekeeping. If you are on your phone or if you are on your computer, if you can just mute your phone, because occasionally the background noise will come through and it will kind of mess up with the technology. So if you can go ahead and mute your phone. There will be a time where you can ask questions and basically turn your phone on. You can ask questions, and that'll be fine with me. So I'll have that space to do that. If you do have questions as we're going along the webinar, just please hold your questions until the end, and then we'll be able to I'll be able to answer those questions, because a lot of times what happens is, when you ask the questions, it'll be something that I'm either about to discuss, or either I am about to give the information on. So if you can just go ahead and do that, I would appreciate that. So thank you for joining, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And today we're talking about the F word, and it is the F word: feedback. So feedback is definitely something that is important in order to get beyond your next level, get to the next level. When you're in this area, you may be feeling stuck right now, but feedback is what helps you get moving forward. Feedback is what increases your growth, because you are getting information from other people to help you move to that next level. So you may want that promotion, you may want that next contract, but you do need feedback in order for you to grow. It also gives you an opportunity to be creative and gives you an opportunity to be innovative, and it allows that opportunity and that open space to say, you know what, and this person gave me this feedback, and now I'm going to use it and use my creativity to do what I need to do to complete a task. That's what it does. So it keeps you moving forward. It helps increase your growth. And I definitely believe in lifelong learning. So in order to continue to move forward, you have to have feedback and you have to be consistently growing. And it also helps you to keep from feeling stuck. Sometimes we are in that area or in that place where we are wanting to move forward, but we don't know how to do that. We don't know who we need to talk to. We don't know what to do. So getting that feedback helps you keep from feeling that stuck. And also, feeling stuck will give you or provide discouragement. I don't know if you've ever been in a place where you have felt stuck in this area, and that can be very discouraging, because you are just feeling like you're in this area where you can't move forward and you can't move. And so getting that feedback, it helps you to keep from feeling that way. Discouragement can lead to like poor performance. If you are feeling discouraged because you are not performing the way that you feel like you need to, that's discouraging. It's going to lead to increased poor performance. So that's where that feedback comes in. That's where you need the feedback. And so we're going to actually talk about that. What does that actually look like? And who do we need to get feedback from? Well, let's actually just consider this particular situation or this particular story. So let's say you have a person that has gone to school or gotten a trade, received a trade, or they've gotten and received a level of education where now they are in a position that they're enjoying, they may like, but now they're like, okay, I need to go beyond the next level. I want to promote, I want a raise. I may even want to go to be in a totally different field. I want to be able to increase my income. I want to be able to network with different people, but I don't know how to do that. Let me tell you too, the things that have gotten you to whatever level of success that you're in right now, that may be good, but that's not going to take you to that next level or to that next position or that next promotion. The things the characteristics, all of those things, they may have been good, but it's not going to continuously take you. So there are some things that you're going to have to change. There's some areas that you're going to have to develop in, and there's some people that you're going to have to talk to in order to become developed in an area that you want to be more developed in. For me, prime example, I actually have an undergraduate degree in criminal justice. And so I was actually in criminal justice for about 14 years. That's what I did. That's what I went to school for. And I enjoyed it until I got to a period where it was not working for me. I was beginning to think outside of the box. I wanted to gain more experience. I wanted to be in corporate. I wanted to be able to move to different places in regards to my personal and professional development. And being where I was in that area, in that department, was not beneficial to me. Now, would I go back or anything? I don't think I would go back, but I appreciate the level of success that I reached, and I also appreciate the things that I've learned. However, I knew I wanted to go somewhere where I am now and beyond. So for the professional and your personal development, these are things that you have to look at. Okay, you need the feedback, you need the networking skills, you need to realize that you're going to have to step out of your box. You're going to have to really have enough courage to ask certain people, what does this look like? Or can you give me information? Or what is my, can you give me feedback on my behavior and how is my tone? So we're going to go into that. So as you continue to grow and as you continue to progress in your field, you're going to need what I call your personal board of directors. And so what is that? So what is your personal board of directors? Your personal board of directors are those people that are going to be a part of your circle that is going to help you. So if you think of an organization, nonprofit or a corporate, they have a board of directors that meet occasionally to determine the outcome and to talk about the outcome of the company. That's what you need in your life. You need your personal board of directors that's going to help you personally and professionally get to where you need to get to. So you're going to need these people. So you have your personal board of directors. So you're going to need, who do you need on that? You're going to need people that genuinely love you and genuinely care about you. This is number one. You're going to need these people. These are what we call your fans. These are your people that are going to tell you what you need to know out of love. They don't mean any harm. They know, and you know that they love you and they genuinely are concerned about your development and your well-being. So those are those people that you need to talk to. You need to ask, what is it receiving constructive criticism? What is it that I need to change? How is my attitude? When I said this, what did that mean to you? Or what was your perspective on that? Was I too harsh? Was my attitude a negative attitude? What did you see? So those are some of the questions that you need to ask your fans. These are the people that, again, genuinely care about you. They genuinely love you. Then you also have your sponsors, your advisors, and you have your mentors. Now, a lot of times what we do, we hear about sponsors, we hear about advisors, and we hear about mentors, but why is it important or why do we need all of those different people? And what is that? What's the difference between a mentor, a sponsor, and an advisor? Okay, well, let me tell you. So your advisor, let's talk about that first and foremost. The advisor will just serve as a resource. So for example, if you are asking someone, if you're about to do a presentation and you need advice on how do I do this presentation, or what's the best way for me to approach a challenge, then you go to an advisor. They're going to give you advice. Hence the word advisor. They're not going to be really deep. They're just going to give you advice on this particular task or this particular project, and that's it. Now, for a mentor is someone that you are going to need on your team that is going to talk about, you're going to talk with them about personal issues, personal things that are going on in your professional development. This is where this particular person, if you can't talk to them and be authentic with them, they may just need to be an advisor. So someone who is mentoring you, they are giving you direction. They are providing you direction for your next role, for your next position, for your next business venture, for your next contract. This is a mentor. This is someone that you talk with consistently. They know, when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you are feeling at your lowest, these are the people that are going to mentor you through your process and through your professional development. And then you have another person that you need on your personal board of directors is a sponsor. Okay, what exactly is a sponsor? Now, when you have a sponsor, this sponsor is the person that is going to speak on your behalf when you are not in the room. So when you have a sponsor, this is someone who's going to go to bat for you. They know your skills. They know your professional development levels. They know your progress. They know your performance. They are really in tune to your professional development. Now, why is that important? Because these are the people that are going to go talk about you when you're not in the room, when you're not there. So they're going to talk on behalf of your character. But at the same time, a sponsor, when they are sponsoring you, it's also going to benefit them. So let's say, for example, you have a manager that is, or someone that's in leadership, and they go into a room and they say, hey, you know what? Joe Blow right here, he has these particular skills and I know that he can get the job done. That's also going to benefit the person that's talking about you as well. They may be, because of the leader and you're under them, that's going to make them look good at the fact that they can delegate this particular task to this person. So it's going to make them look good. So you have your mentors, you have your advisors, and you have your sponsors. So those are so far 4 different people that you're going to need. You need your fans, sponsors, mentors, and advisor. But you also need your critics. Okay, I know a lot of times we say, you know what, people, these are my enemies, or these are people that are against me, and what their opinion doesn't matter. And well, yes. But there are some times when the people that are critical, if you have 5 different people that are saying the same thing and they're very critical, then you may want to take that into consideration. Maybe you need to change your behavior because your critics are really, sometimes they're going to be honest. Sometimes they're going to be honest. But for the most part, if you have 5 different people that are saying the exact same thing, then that may be an area that you need to look at, not dwell on, but maybe become aware of, so you may be able to change that behavior. So these particular people, these are the nitpicky people. These are the people that are going to pinpoint those areas of opportunity or your weaknesses. They're going to pinpoint those, but they're also going to be, you're going to also be able to ask them questions like, okay, so why do you think like that? And what do you think I can do to better that skill? Or what do you think I can do to strengthen that skill? What are those areas? And so those are ways that you can also improve yourself to make sure that you are progressing the way that you are needing to progress. If you are really trying to go to the next level, you're really trying to promote, you're really trying to do a business, you're going to need that feedback from all of these different people that I just discussed. These are important things. I will say that I have been called the queen of feedback because I am always asking for, hey, what can I do better? What do I need to do? What does that look like? And that's important as well, because some of the frequently asked questions about feedback is, okay, what do I do about feedback from people whose opinion don't matter to me? Well, let me answer that question. So you determine whose opinion matters to you the most. People will give you feedback. People are going to give you their opinion. People are going to give you advice. They're going to give you information, and that's fine. But what you do with that information is on you. What you do after that is on you. That is your decision, and that is actually what matters. So people are going to always, if you put, I'm on social media all the time. So if you put an article, or if you put a post on Facebook or a picture on Instagram, or something on Twitter, you're going to always have those people that are going to say something that's negative. That's going that's not going to be a positive comment. But it's what you do after the fact is what matters. So are you going to allow that negativity or that negative comment to really make your whole day just messed up? Or are you going to take that and say, you know what, I appreciate that, and I'm just going to keep going? Another question is, what if I don't agree with what they're saying? A lot of times, initially, because we are human, initially there are times when we are not going to agree with the feedback that we are receiving. However, and that's 9 times out of 10, but there are times when if you don't agree, then this is also a period when you could ask more questions. So you are asking those questions is, okay, well, what does that mean? What does that mean when you say that I have an attitude? Or what does that look like? Or how is that being perceived? You're asking those open-ended questions. I don't understand. Can you be more specific about what you're giving me? And that's extremely important, because now you're gaining specific examples of that behavior that you may need to change. If it's something that you say, you know what, this is how I am. This is how I've been doing it for I don't know how long. This is how I've been doing it all my life. That may be a time to maybe change up a little bit. That's the whole thing. If you are an effective leader, leaders change, situations change for the positive. There are things where, atmosphere, environments change. So in order to be an effective leader, receiving feedback to modify your behavior is a foundation for progress. It's a true foundation for professional development. And so those are different areas that I really want to touch on. This is actually, like I said, if you are wanting to have any type of training at your position, at your job, at your church, and at your organization, I am open to that. I also custom make training. So if you say, you know what, I want training on effective communication, or wants training on how to be a better speaker, those are different areas as well that I am actually certified to do. So if you have any questions, I know there's a couple of people on here, but if you have any questions, a few people, go ahead and throw those out, or you can turn your phone on and I will unmute you, and you can ask any questions that you may have based off of the information that was just provided to you. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and throw them out there. I know I said an hour. This is not it definitely was not an hour, but it's okay, because I know what to do next time. Okay. So any questions about feedback, and about your personal board of directors, and anything about going forward in your professional or personal development? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate once again for you allowing me to provide you with information on a particular topic. And today, again, it was the F word, which was feedback. This will be available in recording. So if you would like to listen to it later on, I will provide that link for that. For the recording. And again, I will be doing different webinars and probably every other Friday. But I am going to put some information out there. And if you are wanting a topic to be discussed, or if something that you are wanting to discuss, throw it out there and we'll get it together, and I'll get it together for you. And I'll provide a webinar. We can have a discussion panel, or we can offer that service. So again, thank you for joining this morning. For those who are in a different time zone, good afternoon, and thank you as well for joining. And I appreciate your time and look forward to connecting with you further. And all is well. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I appreciate your time. Thank you.